Hey everybody, let's never speak of that Maggie run again as we start Arcane run here. Just to... Well, I gambled and lost, but it wasn't the way I should have lost. Anyway, starting our streak anew. 96AS948Y. Let's do this. The good thing is, I mean, this isn't... I hesitate to say that this is a good thing, but because apparently I've become unable to win consistently, I am going to try this out. Okay, we probably will not be able to open up this chest. Lock down. Range up. Because I've apparently been unable to string a streak together, we only lost like a 2-win streak, which is not, you know, that's just, it's probably below average, so I don't even mind. This could kill us. Please die. Oh my god. That was very close to being incredibly dangerous. Gotta shoot all these to get some freaking red hearts back if possible. That curse room ended up being a little dubious. My favorite Roman consul, who loved the sticky icky, Julius Dubius. Yeah, you are not going to explode into a bomb. For once, I actually wish that you were the asshole who did. If we get a bomb here, I would totally trade it for a red heart straight up, even though I'd rather get a tinted rock. The most important thing is just guaranteeing our survival against what could be the haunt here. We still have an item room to go to, though. Oh, that helps, that helps. Alright, let's go to our item room first. I'm still, like, I'm mad at myself over that Maggie death. There are times when people get mad at me for the way that I play an Isaac, and I'm like, ah, you know, I still had fun with it. That's one of the rare and not very good feeling... Oh, man. It's okay. Not very good feeling runs where I'm like, I fucked it up so badly. Like, sincerely, that's on me, and I feel bad about it. So we'll be able to use how to jump somewhat effectively here. I don't love it as an item. I wonder if you could use it against the haunt to do some sick-ass dodges, though. Of course, you know, when it rains, it pours in Isaac. We went through a long period of time where we didn't really fight the haunt on the first floor that much. That's not very good damage. Truth be told, the haunt on the first floor... I was watching a video of Mathis's, and he said, you know, the haunt on the first floor is one of the worst case scenarios. I understand the reasoning behind it, but I disagree. The haunt on the first floor sucks because you don't have many items, maybe just one, or maybe 0 sometimes. However, the haunt on the second floor is a lot worse because it can totally fuck your deal with the devil chances. Hoo hoo hoo. 10 times out of 10, I would rather fight the haunt on the first floor. And you might be saying, you know, well, if you die, you're going to regret that. Well, maybe. It depends what the haunt would give us, you know, what the boss would give us here. Stay focused. Stay frosty. I don't know what that means. You'd think you'd want them to stay warm, not stay cold. Anyway. Thank you for the HP. I'm very glad that I picked up that... Oh, ho, ho. Very glad that I picked up that extra half heart there as we head down to the next floor. That range upgrade is not really what I'm looking for here. That probably does not surprise you. This room is not bad, but every room takes on a bit more of a sinister implication when you're one hit away from death, I think. But actually, being one hit away from death sometimes is, it's a little freeing. We are going to be able to go to our item room without it, well, not without a doubt, because we could get killed if we just get hit by one of these enemies. But these are not spiders, so they shouldn't be doing any kind of, you know, recklessly incredible jumps. These guys are the more annoying form, just for the occasional bullets they can sometimes shoot. Let's see what we got in here before we take the pill. Loki's horns. Nope. You know what? Loki's horns, you missed your chance. 48-hour energy. Oh, good. Loki's horns is an item that is either 9 times out of 10 useless, 50% of the remaining 10%, so 5% of the time, 5 times out of 100, slightly cool looking, like Mom's knife, Loki's horns. Oh, you gotta take Loki's horns, man. What if you get Mom's knife? What? I don't need to shoot knives out of my freaking side. It's cool looking, but it doesn't help that much. And then the other 5% of the time just fucks you. You know, we had Loki's horns, Ipecac, and just getting Loki's horns, Ipecac, it was kind of like My Reflection Ipecac was in vanilla, where I was like, you know what? That makes me never want to take My Reflection again. Just on the off chance, because Ipecac is so good. I had Ipecac Godhead, which is even more hilarious because it's so good. But anyway, long story short, fuck Loki's horns. I hate that item now. It did it to me, not the other way around. I don't misunderstand Loki's horns. Loki's horns just... I understand it just fine. And I am choosing to unsubscribe from its newsletter. Now, I'm hoping that, well, I guess I'm hoping that this is a library. It's not. As good as the stopwatch may be, I mostly just want to keep this deal with the devil chance alive. But I am, you know, thinking that there was a library, or that could have been a library, has made me kind of, with renewed focus, take a look at the rest of this floor. Because I want to get that cube of meat. I want the cube of meat achievement. I will explore the rest of this floor, hoping to get it. That's Isaac's room, but I got really excited for a second because I saw that it was a locked door on our map. Sadly, too many keys, not enough bombs, but for 2 bombs, well, basically for 3 bombs, we can get into Isaac's room and see if there's a black market. And if there is, I'd like to see it. I would like to see it. And, you know, we're going to be a little slower here, but maybe it's time for me to give up the boss rush meta. It might have screwed us on the last run. I would have played a lot more slowly and a lot more carefully if I had not concerned myself with it on the last run. So yeah, maybe let's not sweat that so much right now. If we do it, we do it. I think I'm becoming my own worst enemy for some of this stuff in Rebirth. You know what it is? It's like the streak that we got to 26 on, 25, I think it was 26. The streak that we got to 26 or 25 on, it was so effortless. Every run just felt like the game was working out in our favor. And now we've got the exact opposite thing happening here. Every run feels like I'm pulling teeth, and it feels like I'm playing against the game. I've got to remember that the game and I, we work in concert with one another. We're like a symphony. I need to remember that the game wants me to win. And this bullshit, like, psychology of it, you know, I want to become like the Zen master here. The bullshit psychology of it should help. I think. Regular Monstro. Not a concern. I don't think I should be using how to dodge like that, or how to jump as how to dodge. But it, you know, could come in handy. So far in this run, I'm just going to be straight with you, we've gotten some really shitty drops. I am not loving the fact that our only upgrades thus far are how to jump and a range upgrade as Kane. But this is where it all gets turned around. Hopefully we get some kind of HP or, you know, incredible Spirit Heart drop from Monstro. And then as a result, we're able to freely take whatever deal with the devil pops, even if it's a too hard deal. And then we're able to steamroll the game. You know, an early Mom's Knife or Brimstone would go a long way towards renewing my confidence, obviously. Well, there's a Spirit Heart, and Little Steven shows up all the damn time. And there's a 2-hard deal for the Nail, and a 1-hard deal for Guppy's Collar. So, the thinking man's play here is you take Guppy's Collar, and then you take the Nail, and then you pop the Nail, and then you take this pill. Oh. But then you go pick up all the batteries that I left behind here. There's 2. And we can use these to crush rocks as well, so we can use it like here. Good idea. I don't know if we can actually use that to sneak into that one room over there, but anyway. Get another nail. And what do you say we look for a black market on this big room right here? I don't think there were tinted rocks. There might have been. That would be a much better use of my time than this right here, but, you know, kind of worth a shot. Now we'll start using the nail for like a damage bonus. This could have been a good room to use it on as well. We're going to leave, and it's a pretty good setup. Could be better. You know, we still have not improved our damage at all, except on rooms where we use the nail. But we do have the nail, and a lot more absolute HP, and, you know, stuff like Whore of Babylon is now amazing for us, 1/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. Mind you, probably the worst Guppy item, although I'm contractually obligated to never shit-talk Guppy's Collar again after it saved me on that lost run that I ended up beating Boss Rush in the Dark Room with. Don't like this big room. So, we kind of enter our waiting game again, and our waiting game largely consists of, just surviving and taking as little damage as possible, I should say, until our next deal with the devil. Come on with these luck downgrades, though. You're going to explode. So, I want to kill you when you are near your friends here. Or are you going to... Which one of you is going to explode? Ah, I almost got it. So we got some good pills here. Well, we don't have good pills necessarily. We've got a lot of pills. Which could be good. There we go. Just you. Just you. Those are 2 different pills, actually. One is huh, and one is huh. Tears down, and... I love being Kane in Rebirth. Remember when Kane had basically the PhD? Oh, man. Not that Kane is a bad character. His luck stat is, you know, makes him interesting. But, Jesus Christ. I missed the PhD to an absurd degree. Now, our range should be slightly higher because we've had range down but a range up. At least in vanilla, the proportional upgrades were more than the proportional downgrades. We're gonna need some more damage if we're gonna thrive on this setup. We're not, you know, really doing that yet. You're gonna die. Thank you. We've really got to focus on on taking these guys out as soon as possible. Well, not as soon as possible, as tactically as possible. Unfortunately, no rocks on this room. The ideal kind of payout for a nail charge is a room with enemies that would be annoying to kill otherwise, but you're gonna have to do it anyway, and maybe some rocks. You know, you could maybe say some mushrooms if you're a little bit braver than I am, but still, this is all right for now. I hate this room. I gotta say that it's actually like a pretty sad handicap here that we have no bombs. Ooh. It would be extremely nice for us to be able to use like a single bomb and just take out 3 of these guys, although I'd probably botch it. These guys are not super easy to hit thanks to their weird phases in and out of existence. One more. It's gonna be a very slow run, apparently. Can't really justify that, that room right there. Alright, this item room. Please be better for me than Loki's horns. Watch it be like Mom's eye. It's like, how about this, motherfucker? Less useful, but also less likely to kill you. If we had been old Kane on this run, or if we had gotten PhD in a shop or something, we would be out of control with those pills. PhD would be a great get, I think. Number 1, I'll take it. A lot of people don't like it. I am not one of those people. I think it's pretty good. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into. And, you know, you don't want to take number 1 if you're rolling with, like, you know, Cricket's Body Fire Mind or something like that. You're just gonna end up dealing with a lot of explosions right up in your face. However, ooh, I don't like the damage I took there, but I appreciate the fact that you found the secret room for me automatically. I think the DPS upgrade is worth the range downgrade here. Another key. Out of control with the keys now. Okay, do we have bad trip? Range up. Theoretically, we should take, we could use converter, but I don't think it's that good. So we'll just take this instead. Theoretically, we should take bad trip with us. It could become full health at some point later in the game. Or, even beyond that. Sucks that we don't get the nail bonus here, but that's okay. Even beyond that, you know, if we get a PhD, it just becomes Balls of Steel immediately. You'd think that it would become full health, but I believe it becomes Balls of Steel. Thought we tested that at some point, and I was like, oh, that's weird. You wouldn't expect that. Gertie Jr. has a decent amount of HP, but that's alright. We got hit once. Shit happens. I'm alright with it. We get Latch Key, which is a luck upgrade plus a Spirit Heart plus 2 keys. It's an acceptable upgrade. Can't, like, crush anything special here. But it's not really what I was looking for, so we'll be heading down to the next floor. And again, we're just in... We're in a bit of a privileged position because we're either gonna have a deal with the devil or we're gonna be dead. Yes. We will either get a deal with the devil or we will die on this floor, I believe. And, you know, we've got a lot of Spirit Hearts. At least if we can get hit as little as possible, because we do have Curse of the Unknown, so I could end up accidentally killing myself on a deal with the devil, but maybe respawning with Guppy's Collar. But that's probably not going to happen. That's a pretty fringe scenario here. I'm going to hope that we end up maybe picking up a Guppy item in this curse room, and that'll inform some of my later game choices. What do we have, Loki? Not Loki, Megamon. Oh, every time. Appear to be energy resources. But I've never seen anything like this on Earth. We'll find the energy crystals. We'll find Dr. Wowie. It's been a while. People have been complaining about a lack of the Megamon impression, but you know what? I like that. Let's keep it to the occasional thing. Hope that's not the curse room over there, because I think it has more. I mean, it's got more punch that way. I don't think our secret room is going to be in either of those areas, which means if we're going to go to our curse room, we might as well just go right away. If we're going to go to our curse room, and some people might disagree, but I think, you know, we've got a decent amount of Spirit Hearts. I don't think our Spirit Hearts are that precious anymore, so let's go to it, and hopefully we'll end up picking up something half decent. Yeah, okay. We made a Spirit Heart. That's okay. We might even be somewhat approaching the HP cap, actually. You know what? I'll look for the second secret room here and see what these pills are. Anytime we can get, like, 2 uses out of a single bomb, it's good. Health up. Well, actually, this is awesome. Cricket's Body, great item. The health upgrade means that now we have 1 empty red heart container, which I would love to trade away. The great thing about having 1 empty red heart container is that if you take a 2-heart deal with the devil, which it now enables you to do, you won't die. And you won't lose any additional spirit hearts or anything on top of it, so it's actually awesome. The Cricket's head drop is out of control. It's the greatest that we could have asked for there, basically. It's not literally the greatest we could have asked for, but it's the greatest we could have asked for, like, within reason. No pills? 1 pill. Lemon Party. That's good. Lemon Party's pretty good. It's not worth 2 bombs, but it is worth 1 bomb, which is effectively what we paid for it. And anytime we can get, like, more than 2 or 3 mushrooms in a single bomb is where we're gonna go with that one. We could just crush these mushrooms with the nail, but I really don't like the odds of that working out for me as much as I think the odds will probably not work out for me. So let's put another bomb here. Nothing. That sucks, but easy come, easy go. You know what? Sure. We're not gonna get the damage bonus from the nail. That's okay. I'm skeptical about getting that HP, even though we could use it, because excuse me? I kind of want to get rid of our red hearts. I've been taking some dumb damage at the back half of this floor, which I'm not very fond of. One of those is a health upgrade, or a telepills. I can't remember. Maybe not. Maybe those were red pills that were in that special room. Can't quite remember. Let's just keep moving it along here. It's very unlikely, but a possibility that we could get a sweet black market or something here, I guess. Mostly just happy to finish the room intact. Nail's not going to be ready for the boss. That's okay. Mostly we're using the nail as kind of like a Book of Revelations analog as opposed to anything else. We'll use that so we can find our secret room. There's a shop down there, obviously. There tends to be a shop on most floors, I've noticed. Very bad damage from me. And another HP upgrade, which we'll take for now. 15 minutes. Okay, boss rush is off the table. Why didn't we get a deal with the devil on this floor? We didn't get one on the last floor. We should have gotten a deal with the devil on this floor. I guess I'm also hoping that we pick up like a Book of Revelations or something. Or not Book of Revelations, like a Whore of Babylon. You know, it's a blank of blank. You can't fault me too much. Was there a... Oh, if the nail can't find secret rooms... Wow, that's enough money for the shop on the next floor for sure. If the nail can't find secret rooms, where should I use it? Maybe we can access this chest? No. I think I went through that before. I could start cracking mushrooms, but I don't like that idea. I think instead we might end up saving it for the next floor and using it for a damage bonus. But we'll see. I could be mistaken. There could be a room full of rocks here that maybe would justify it. That's not it. And it's not going to be on our boss room, so down to the next floor, I guess. Really hoping for a deal with the devil on this floor. That would be really unfortunate if we didn't get one here. Curse of the Unknown again. Doesn't bother me too much. I mean, the thing is that Curse of the Unknown does... one Curse of the Unknown is rarely that bad. Multiple Curses of the Unknown is where things start to get really, really dangerous. You know, if you don't recognize how much damage you've taken and, you know, you're taking deals with the devil willy-nilly and maybe you've gotten like an HP downgrade pill, it all starts, you know, crashing down around you. But we've picked up some HP. I will pick up red hearts on the ground. I'll make that decision on this floor. It's kind of stupid not to anyway. But I think we should still be completely fine. Now, skulls, unlike mushrooms, are pretty much a, ooh, careful. Pretty much a guilt-free thing to crack open with a nail. Yeah, I dodged right into that, but in my defense, I saw the writing on the wall. There was a lot of these guys coming for me. So if we have the nail, we might come back to this room. You never know what kind of value we can get out of the skulls. The black hearts are great, but additionally, the tarot cards can be even more useful if you find the ability to use them tactically. I'll admit, though, I'm starting to get a little nervous about my HP. I think we're totally fine. But, you know, it's always nice to be 100% confident. Might freak out because we just picked up a red heart, but we still should have spirit hearts protecting us. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Good stuff. Fuck the flies. Oh, he got me. Alright. I think there's like a psychological impact when you, oh, that's so good. There's like a psychological impact when you have Curse of the Unknown too long. Where you don't really, you could be totally fine, you know, but you might be panicking. So let's not panic. Seriously, though. Fuck off. Okay, well, yeah, once you do that, you can't jump anymore. You can still create creep, though. Oh, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was awful. Super greed. Yeah, we'll use this right away. I know that we're not going to be able to crack skulls as a result, but there's a battery where we can pick it up and then crack skulls, and I needed the spirit heart, I think. I mean, I didn't need it, but I should get it whenever possible, you know? Oh. Watch out for that bomb rock. That would make your spirit heart from the nail pretty useless pretty quickly. So we'll pick up this battery. I still think we're probably in a better HP position than I truly realize. And we're going to use it on this room, crack open some skulls. Don't really care about hosts. I appreciate that. And we also got a Wheel of Fortune, which is not that good. Might as well crush the rest of this, just in case there's a black market. I know we left some of them on the corners. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. Should always do the bottom one here so that you have a better chance of getting a secret room. Or the top one, for that matter. Not the sides. As always, do as I say, not as I do when it comes to Isaac. Plenty of keys. No tinted rocks that I can see. So I'm hoping that, you know, we did pick up a lot of spirit hearts during that section where we got hit a lot. I'm mostly just trying to hope that we have our... Yeah, I'll open it. I know we don't have many bombs. I'm hoping that we're keeping our red hearts protected. Because I kind of pseudo-desperately need to deal with the devil here. Now, we're going to be doing decent damage. We got some bombs from that last chest, so I don't mind using them here. Our shots do a decent amount of damage, but mostly, like, the main way for us to deal damage is just in the sheer output of our tiers. We have a really good rate of fire thanks to number 1. So it's actually really shitty when I can't actually get sustained damage on an enemy. Every time the bloat jumps, it makes it, like, riskier for me. Good? That was actually a really good bloat fight. We should get a deal with the devil. See, I think we have 3 HP now. Well, it doesn't matter. We're taking whatever they're giving us, which is nothing. Alright, well, boss rush is off the table, but we're definitely in the market for our item room on this floor. We got a ton of keys. And the more items we get, the better our chances get. That's my erudite analysis on the Binding of Isaac. Well, you see, the more items you get, the more chances you have of winning. That was probably the worst. I was going to say John Mayer impression. If that was a John Mayer impression, it really would be the worst one. But that's the worst John Madden impression. Coincidentally, I also do have the worst John Mayer impression. Sounds a little bit more like John Madden. Look, I'm not happy with this damage. I'm no happier than you are. I don't really want to do that. Lovely. Well, at least this is an easy enemy. I'm very happy, I didn't mention it by the way, but I'm very happy we got the blue cap. I think that's a good item. 2 of diamonds. Yeah, there we go, 99 cents. I'm going to come back into this room. I know we could use the nail for a damage bonus, but I think it's much more useful like this. Okay, Joker card for the next floor. Definitely beats our other card, which I have forgotten it's so bad. 2 of hearts. Actually, I think we can justify using our 2 of hearts right now and then taking Joker with us. Yeah, it beats Wheel of Fortune for sure. So we'll use that, maybe not immediately on the next floor. It depends whether or not we just get a deal with the devil naturally. No thank you. Very dubious item rooms in this run, my lord. In any case, though, we'll be moving out and along here. All things considered, I guess I can't really be too mad about the way that this floor went. But our deal with the devil was a whiff. Our shop was our second greed fight in a row. It's our second floor in a row with Curse of the Unknown. Yeah, real lucky. Hopefully we'll at least be able to see our HP here. Maybe we're at the HP cap, maybe we're almost dead. We're actually nearly at the HP cap. So Necropolis 2. I think that we just use our Joker card as soon as we don't get a deal with the devil. If we get a deal with the devil, we don't use our Joker card. I really wanted that to die. But this may end up giving us Joker card use on this floor. It may end up meaning we use the Joker card on the Cathedral. Either way, I'm fine with it. We should really donate to our donation machine because I'm an idiot and exploded it semi-recently. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. It's going to take a little extra time, but we've already fucked over Boss Rush. Let's start building this bad boy back up. And we can just use it as a bank. You know, if we ever need 7 cents, there we go. We just pop 7 cents into it. Lucky me. So we're not going to pick up IV bag because it doesn't matter for the item spawning anymore. Red chests means we will come through with this. We actually got teleported to a deal with the devil. And we will take the ability to fly. And I think it's a tough one because the nail does give us the ability to crush stuff, but we're not going to crush much after this floor. So I think maybe, you know what, we're fine with Satanic Bible, which also gives us permanent Polaroid invincibility. And, you know, rest assured, we are taking the Polaroid. So we're going to miss out ever so slightly on this, but still, I think this is probably the right play. And because of that, we get to use our Joker card, hopefully on the next floor. But there could be like a little bit of a silver lining if we get an XL floor. You know, XL floor is normally the kiss of death on the womb because you don't get a deal with the devil. However, if we get an XL floor, then we know for sure that we can save our HP for our Joker card for the Cathedral. Which, who knows if that has like a Death's Touch or something in it, you know? Get the hell out of here. I hate this room. The mixture of enemies, yeah, with unlimited range and limited range, just the worst. I got pretty lucky there. We're gonna throw down some bombs here, because the black... Oh my god, the black hearts will be useful, but the tarot cards might be useful as well. Hermits. Ribbit. Ribbits. Ribbits. Good, I appreciate it. We're gonna pop the Hermit card. Blue candle, huh? Well, there's some easy implications to this shop. We're probably not gonna take blue candle. Probably gonna stick with Satanic Bible, considering what we paid for it, and that I just think it's better. But at the very least, we can do this and this. I think it would be silly for us not to do this and this. I think it would be silly for us to not check this out. Hey, it's a range upgrade. It's not so bad. And now we'll try to get back to that Joker card, which is pretty meaningful. But hey, that's alright. Did well by our HP standards there. So you might be saying, hey, Northern Line, you're missing an Eternal Heart back there. I don't want that Eternal Heart anymore because it's going to ruin my permanent Polaroid invincibility. I still would have taken the ability to fly either way, but it's telling that the game chose right now to give us Ouija board. I don't know if this is one that we're meant to win, and I don't really subscribe to the belief that there's like predestined and ordained stuff, you know, outcomes for runs and stuff like that, but this run is making a believer out of me. And I saw Ouija board. Now I'm a believer. Not a doubt. The game is making me its bitch. Doesn't really work. I'm in trouble. I'm a believer, couldn't get Libra if I boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Well, I guess we're just gonna go. It was worth it. I mean, we ended up gaining HP in the process there. How can I complain? Pretty easily, just like this. Wow, wow, wow. I'm Northern Lion. No brimstone, no mom's knife. What's the point? Might as well restart the run. Oh, I killed myself on a judgment because I can't do basic math. I'm Northern Lion. Wow, that's actually fun. I understand why some commenters can be angry sometimes. It's a very empowering feeling, truth be told. Alright. We're going down. We've already been here, but our spawn room might have more branches coming off of it. It does. Thankfully, we've already been to our item room. We've already been to our shop. Boss Rush is not even close to being on the table. Damage is acceptable. Largely, wouldn't say entirely, but largely thanks to Cricket's head. I guess like I owe that mostly to Cricket's head and then #1 for the tiers upgrades. And it's not totally fair. Blue cap is also, you know, useful for that. Hate this room. Lucky me, I guess. It could have easily gone a lot worse. Have we gone in every direction now? I think we've gone in every... this must be a dead end if I got a... Yeah, I was going to say, it must be a dead end if I've already gone out of it. Well, you know, if we're talking about positives and negatives on this run, I want to be a part of that conversation. That sounds interesting. Have we been to the right here? Seems like we probably... Oh, I think this is where we just went. I think this run is actually pretty good. Permanent Polaroid invincibility is maybe not as valuable as it used to be in... oh, come on. In vanilla. We were so close and we didn't even know it. That being said, it's still good, especially if we can get like a Midas Touch or something like that. I don't know how we'd get it, but if we got it. Any kind of item like that. Satanic Bible is great, even though we don't have any augmentations to make it, you know, work a little bit more frequently. It's still fine. Our damage is slightly above the borderline of acceptable right now, which sounds like I'm trying to be as negative as possible, but no, being sincere, it's not out of control damage, but it is damage that, you know, with things working out in our favor, we can win this run. But we're at the HP cap, and this Joker card is extremely useful as well. It could allow us to get 2 more deals. Well, it doesn't allow us to get 2 more deals with the devil, but it'll allow us to get 1 more deal with the devil than we should get. Then it's up to that deal to actually provide us with something semi-useful. Wow, that was not very smart of me. Semi-useful. We've had some somewhat dubious ones thus far, but I appreciate the fact that we got Satanic Bible and Spirit of the Night from the last one. 2 of the better spacebar items in the game. We're definitely taking the Polaroid. Bet your bottom dollar. Okay. Could have been a better mom fight, but that's, you know, we're not doing very good damage. Alright. Or, well, I mean, I just said we were doing adequate damage, but we're not, like, you know, one-shot Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, Proptosis type levels. So, what's my thinking here? My thinking is I'm super happy that we're on Utero 1 instead of Utero XL, because that means that we have a very good chance of getting a deal with the devil. If we get a deal with the devil... Ooh, lucky secret room, too. That could just, like, speed up the floor, basically. If we get a deal with the devil, who knows what it could contain. Hopefully good stuff, though. I mean, that's probably the most basic analysis you can possibly get. That's not very smart damage on my part there. But really, there's a couple of different ways that we can have a good outcome here. One is the obvious stuff. You know, Mom's Knife, Death's Touch, Brimstone. Another is the not-so-obvious stuff. Again, that was really bad. Like Guppy's Tail, since we have so many keys. Maybe Guppy's Tail, Guppy's Hairball, which would actually turn us into Guppy as well. But Guppy's Hairball, I wasn't thinking about becoming Guppy. I was thinking about, you know, our invincibility. If there's, you know, how about this one then? That's a little bit of a roundabout one. Sacrificial Dagger is a little bit more of an obvious one. If we get Sacrificial Dagger because we have permanent Polaroid invincibility, that actually turns Sacrificial Dagger from a great item into like a AAA item that can take off, you know, half of a boss's HP every time we get hit. It's very good. It'd be better if we had more orbitals to go along with it, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers too much. But we need to get a deal with the devil on this floor. If we don't, we're going to pop the Joker card right away. You know, all other things being equal, it doesn't really matter where you pop a Joker card. If you pop it on the Cathedral, you pop it, not on the Cathedral. Please die. Thank you. I was not following what was happening there. Bad Trip is not going to help me. We got Mama Gertie. So since we have the ability to fly, Mama Gertie is going to be kind of a joke. We don't get slowed over that creep in the middle either, which is great. There are some annoyances with fighting Mama Gertie. You know, you still got to deal with these bullshit mega fatty shots. The yellow creep is just slow, but that's pretty annoying in its own right. This is a boss that is, like, basically its difficulty is determined by whether or not you can fly. There's not many bosses like that in Rebirth. So it's kind of cool. Ooh. Alright, what do you got for me? A deal with the devil and an HP upgrade. Krampus. Look, I don't love it, but if we get a lump of coal, it's pretty good. Permanent Polaroid invincibility should mean that I don't get hit twice, at least. As he says just before almost getting hit twice. Alright, lump of coal for free is fine. We're not going to take that HP upgrade because the permanent Polaroid invincibility is too valuable. That's not the way I wanted things to work out, but I can't argue that we did get a better, or we did get a decent upgrade with lump of coal, so... Now it becomes all about the Cathedral. And if the Cathedral goes poorly, it's all about the chest. You know the drill at this point, I think. Normally at this point, it would be, well, we just have to survive to the chest and then we'll get some chances for some good synergies. Now, it's, well, we just have to survive to the cathedral. We'll get a deal with the devil. Who knows what kind of greatness we could find there. But if we don't get anything there, well, at least we have the chest still going in our favor, right? And this has not been a particularly long run, which is a testament to that semi-early Cricket's Head pickup, but it has been a bit of a tricky run. I can't argue that. Hopefully, well, you know, it's only one black heart to go into this curse room, which is not that bad if our secret room doesn't line up, but of course I'd rather spend 2 bombs. Like, we're not going to be using our bombs in combat very often, it seems. And we just picked up another spirit heart anyway, but it would be awesome if this is our secret room. And it is. That doesn't happen all that often. You know, I don't really need to shoot this poop, so if you're taking longer than necessary, you're basically just causing trouble for yourself. I'm glad we still have a bomb. Well, it's not necessary. Luck down. Health up. No, thank you, sirs. Really banking on a guppy item there. In case you were wondering, you know, there's no such thing as stupid questions. Why not use the Joker card on this floor? The deal with the devil on this floor never contains an item. It only contains a trip down to Sheol. It may actually be a good thing if we wanted to go to the dark room. Using the Joker card here might not be stupid. I'm not sure if maybe using the Joker on Sheol, because I don't go down that direction that often. But if you use the Joker card on Sheol, it might give you a trip down to the dark room, so it might be better to use it there. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to use it here if you're in a bad position or you like really don't like the Mom's Heart fight for whatever reason. But we're saving it for the cathedral because it's the next opportunity for a deal with the devil, and you never get a deal with the devil on the cathedral naturally. The only thing you can do is get a Joker card, but if we get a Joker card on the cathedral, that's great for us because then we can use that on the chest and pick up another item down there. Hopefully, could just be red chests, but you know, we're gonna hold out hope for the maximum like optimistic outcome. Yeah, why not, right? We can fly. 98 cents again after spending a lot of money a couple floors ago, so money equals power is a pretty good shortcut to success. Shows up now and then. We're like pretty much in perfect balance with the difficulty of the game right now, in my opinion. We're staying roughly at the same amount of HP. Oftentimes I'll get hit by that when they move, but I guess that time I got lucky. Tears down, man. Some good pills. A lot of bad ones. I don't like looking for tinted rocks on Curse of Darkness floors. Maybe that's the main value of them. From like a game perspective. Alright. Fight Mom's Heart. I think this is going to be one of the slower Mom's Heart fights. This is going to be one of the ones where... Ooh, you know, she is... oh, we have a lump of coal, so we should stand as far back as possible. Probably a good practice anyway. It's one of the ones where she's probably going to be able to spawn some waves. Although now that I look at our damage with... you know, lump of coal active, she's not really spawning waves. She's just getting the chance to spawn, like, individual units. Which doesn't really matter to me. We're probably looking at brimstone shots. Yep. Oh, I thought I was way further ahead than that. That's okay. We'll get hit once, and we'll get our charge ready here. So there's no reason not to use the Joker card right away. As far as I can tell. Please, God, be a good deal with the devil. At least we made it further than we made it on the last run, because I was an idiot on the last run. Good. Extremely good. Another damage multiplier. We're at the HP cap. This is not necessarily a game winner, but it's extremely helpful. No question about it. You just teleport on top of me? Edmund, did I just get telefragged? I thought you said that wasn't going to happen anymore, Ed. You freaking ruined it. Game goes from a 10 out of 10 to a 5 out of 10. Thanks a lot. Freaking game developers think they know how to develop games. God. I hate this room. Can we bomb our way out of rooms on the cathedral? I'm gonna do it just so I don't have to do it again. Because if I'm going in the wrong direction, then I'll have to do the room over again. I would rather not do it twice, but I would rather not do it once. At least we have the ability to fly. With the ability to fly and the fact that we have like at least semi-decent damage. I know people are gonna think I'm sandbagging on that one. You know what? Our damage is good. We got Cricket's Head and Abaddon. 2 damage multipliers. I think Abaddon's a damage multiplier anyway. That is, it's a solid assortment of gets for us, if you will. Just one Super Envy left to fight. If we, like, actually sit tight and whittle down the individual phases instead of just trying to dodge the shots, it should be fine. You're still alive. Even though I turned you straight up purple, you were afraid of me. There we go. I kind of don't like Fear Shot, but I've gone, you know, off on tangents about that in the past. And I think we're probably done with that. Makes a really good sound when these guys die. Have you ever noticed that? Is that new? Oh, that was not very smart of me. Now I can't not hear the sound. It's very distracting. Well, I'm glad we did the room. Gertie Jr. With Spirit of the Night, there's basically just no excuse for me to take damage here, especially since it never even got a chance to attack, but there's our Spirit Heart, hopefully. Yeah, 2. HP cap has been achieved. If those are red chests, I would have opened it, but they're not. Yes, absolutely. Well, first off, let's take a second to crack into here. That would re-roll our whole run. At this point, we've worked so hard to get what we got, there's no way I'm re-rolling it. I'm sorry, I know my incidence of using these has been a lot lower lately. We're not taking that HP. Well, now we can't re-roll everything because we'd end up picking up the HP in the process, although we'd actually... That's meaningless because we would have ended up picking up some HP in the process of re-rolling everything anyway, in all likelihood. Burkano rune. It's a good rune. And I'm so glad now, unless this is actually the right way to go, which it's a dead end, unfortunately. I'm so glad now that I did do that Super Envy room. That's so stupid of me. If I hadn't done that Super Envy room, it's looking like we would have had to just bomb our way through it again, which wouldn't have been the end of the world, you know? We would have just had to use another bomb. Am I really going to take 3 damage against Greed? I'm not having that. And is this just, like, there's... Oh, wait, there's another way down here. There was just no reason to do this room unless this is the right way to go. That's the worst. So I guess the new rule is if you ever find a Super Envy room, just bomb your way back. Because the game, you know, abandon all hope, ye who enter here, I guess. Alright, Monstro 2. This is when I hate Fear Shot, because he's gonna jump in some wonky patterns, which are gonna make it difficult to kind of cheese the fight here. What am I hoping for on the next floor? Because it's looking pretty likely that we're gonna live to see the chest, which is actually very exciting for me. Wasn't always considering that was a super likely possibility. I guess recently, you know, since the Satanic Bible pickup, it's been a little bit more likely, I guess, but... Basically, I guess I'm just hoping for, Oh, that was really bad. I'm hoping for more damage. If we can get Wafer or something, that would be awesome, but it's more damage and more synergies. I mean, that's what I'm always hoping for, but... In particular, on this situation... Thought we'd already been in this direction. Seemed like it took us, like, 70 years... to get through that, like, first section of the cathedral. I don't think that's because we're doing shit damage. I think it's because, we encountered some difficult rooms. And also, it was a pretty exhaustive section over there. I hate Daddy Longlegs. Daddy Longlegs plus Fear, also a bit of a weird one, but he should die before he has the chance to go back into his shell there. That's a turtle, not a Daddy Longlegs, but you get the idea. You know, I've never been very good at animals, which explains why I decided to go to university to study biology. Now... Just letting that wave of existential crisis wash over me. We're going to kill that horse, of course, and you're soon to follow. Not you out there watching. I like you guys. I don't like the death harbinger of the apocalypse, though. This is all right. I should probably use that, huh? That hasn't been active too long. I think I retreated into my own world there, you know? I'm naturally kind of an introverted person, so doing these videos, I don't put on a facade for it, but it is, like, it's a bit unusual for me to just be talking all the freaking time. I'm used to being able to retreat inside of my own mind. Mind you, this is coming from a person who has done, like, you know, 3,500 videos or something ridiculous like that over the course of the past 3 or 4 years, but still. You know, it's a little weird. I'm used to being able to take some time and just say, hey, Ryan, how you doing? And then I go, oh, you know, just contemplating, you know, what's a better album, you know, Remain in Light or, I don't know, Moving Pictures. I want to say Moving Pictures because, you know, my Rush Canadianism, and not to mention Moving Pictures is just a dope album. But I think I gotta go with Remain in Light. There's just a little bit too much on Remain in Light that speaks to me. Anyway. Be afraid here, because these Isaac shots are going to be annoying. They also have such a high shot speed. They have like the same shot speed as Boney, I feel. That was probably the worst use of a bomb that I've ever seen, and I'm sad that that came from me. That's also what my parents said at our parent-teacher conferences. I apologize that whatever you're teaching came from me. That's my bad. My gametes. Okay. Come over here. Probably should not be using so many bombs, although actually now that I think about it, fuck it. Who cares if we use so many bombs? What does it matter in the whole scheme of things? Like to stand in the center of the map. No need to kind of cheat to one side when we've got the speed necessary to get away. Yep. It's a good decision there. Lump of coal does allow me to stand pretty far away and still get good shots in there. Good, good, good. All right, so we've done our due diligence. We've made it as far as we can make it and still, like, you know, it's out of our hands now to some extent. Hopefully it becomes out of our hands. Wow. Not very good. Suffice it to say. Now, the Temperance card, it's a bit of a weird one in that blowing it up doesn't actually produce an item, as you can see. So I think we have to take everything, but it's like the least useful combination of items. Don't get me wrong, you know. Oh, fuck your double cage room. Pyro will be okay. I hate this. It would be awesome if we had some better bomb synergies. We don't. That's okay, though. I think we'll still get through this. Like, double cage is like one of the most difficult rooms, so don't get too despondent just because I'm not doing a ton of damage right now. This is just an unfortunate series of pretty terrible luck. Hopefully we'll get some chest drops or something like that. In a weird way, I kind of feel like I've been absolved of blame if everything goes terribly wrong here. We pretty much got every deal with the devil we had the opportunity to get. We opened every item room. We got some good items, but I guess, you know, it's still within my hands here. I should focus because we have a small chance of still winning. Mystery Sack can pay out with some good items. Satanic Bible will keep me in the money HP-wise, which is not money, which I can understand if you're a little confused by my phrasing there because it makes no sense. Should stand a little away from the door because he could very easily push me in, which is always the most annoying shit in the world. Please don't stomp on me. Thank you. And now just die. Thank you. Chest. Chest. Attack Fly. Actually, surprisingly one of the better items that we've gotten on this floor as a result of the fact that we have permanent Polaroid invincibility, so we'll actually be able to use it effectively. Now, Sloth, you got to give me a tarot card here, my friend. You did. The Hanged Man. Well, you know, maybe that's my fault for not being a little bit more specific. Gurglings, at this point, even 4 Gurglings should not hurt me. If I take damage on this room, that is a very bad sign for how things are going to go in the future. Due to my own play, not due to my items. Mystery Sack, I think, dropped that. I'm not sure, though. It's not the items I was looking for, one way or the other. No chest. That's alright. Oop, this is, should be an easy room. We should be one-shotting these guys. Alright, well, every room that we go through without taking damage, I think we'll take that before our boss fight. But every room that we go through without taking damage is extremely... well, it's a mild improver to our overall chances of success. Why take the body before the boss fight? Because we might... The 3 HP that we pick up from the body might be more meaningful than the permanent Polaroid invincibility. Or it might not be. But my hunch is that it probably... is... I don't know. We could lose 3 HP pretty quickly. I think we're just better off fighting Blue Baby like this, honestly. Not that the body is bad. It's possibly one of the best items in the game, depending on when you get it. But I think in our current situation, we gotta say, we gotta kind of say no to it. And instead, you know, throw down some bombs here. Use our attack fly as efficiently as possible. Okay, well, the good news is... Actually, we've done alright on this fight also. But the good news is, even if things totally bite the fucking dust... There's a 50% chance we come back with Guppy's Collar. And then if we come back with Guppy's Collar, we'll go back and pick up the body, baby. And if we pick up the body, we'll have 4 HP with which to handle this Blue Baby boss fight, which is a little bit more realistic than 1, I would say. But I'm thinking we're in a pretty dang good position to just win this one as is, to be honest with you. Especially if I could actually get this attack fly to do some damage. You know, hitting him from afar is helping with Lump of Coal. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? We did it! That run didn't end up being as hard as I expected, but if you enjoyed it, thanks for watching. I hope you did. Click the like button, it helps out a great deal, and of course subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.